Hi Libra, welcome to a life path reading for September 2020. It's Raina here, and there's some kind of machinery going on outside, so I hope that that's not something you can hear. I have the windows closed. But I'd really like to do these since it's the last week of the month. And these are like kind of like the monthly readings, except it's more looking at your life from a philosophical point of view, where you're going, where you're headed, and things like that. I guess, you know, it's a slightly different spread. But I guess the more I do these, I realize they're pretty similar, but I try to be more philosophical, I guess. And wow, you got some good cards. Libra, and actually, for Libra, September is when the sun goes into your sign, solar return. Although you want to know when your real solar return is, that's your birthday. But actually, well, you'd have to look at the ephemeris and find out. Let's say you're a 17-degree Libra sun or Libra rising, and you look on the ephemeris, it might not be on that exact date of your birthday. It might be a day before, a day after, and then you can celebrate that as your solar return. Also, like if you're a rising sign, Libra, then the sun is going into your first house, and so that's like a new cycle for you. I don't know how many people watch for their rising sign, because even though I throw in astrological information that can be utilized for that purpose, these readings I'm usually just intending for the sun signs, but you know, they're kind of like open readings, I guess. You know, they're on YouTube and for a whole bunch of people, so whatever resonates with you. So coming from the past position, we have the Seven of Pentacles, the Farmer's card, and another thing too is that we have a lot of harvest stuff going on, at least in the northern hemisphere. The full moon, I'm not sure if the full moon in Pisces is considered the harvest moon. Probably the one in October would be. Actually, there are two full moons in October, so maybe that'll be, because I think there's one on October 1st. That'll probably be the harvest moon. But just in terms of your own life, something that you have put some kind of what you would call energy into, to see if it's really been worth it, you know, what you have put into something, and kind of like reflecting on that. And this can even be with relationships, you know, the energy that you put into a relationship. Is it going to lead anywhere? Is it just going to be fun and games? Or even is it going to be aggravating? You know, there's all kinds of possibilities. And then we have the Six of Swords. This is a card of leaving behind what no longer serves you, in terms of wanting to go someplace far away from, you know, whatever kind of drama has been in your life. Or, you know, when I say far away, it doesn't have to be, but I mean away from what you've been dealing with. Now, this could be like an actual relocation that you made, and you're saying to yourself, was it worth it? You know, is this going to lead to anything? If this was for a job, if there was any kind of feeling of sacrifice that went along with that. But I don't, with the Six of Swords, sometimes there can be a desire to bring more peace into your life. But if it's just about relocation, then perhaps the Seven of Pentacles is like, okay, you're making me do this, you're making me do that, you know, am I gonna, you know, is this going to pan out, whatever it is? So it makes me think sometimes of a new job or a new situation in a job, if you will. And currently we have two cards. You had like some really nice cards here, because we have the Three of Wands, which is, to me, and kind of like connected to that Six of Swords. because this is a card of, expansion and kind of being, wanting to cover new ground. So if even like with a business, I believe I read somewhere that that's kind of entrepreneurial. So let's say you have a product and you sell it locally, and you think to yourself, I think I could sell this nationally. I think I could sell this overseas. And you're taking a journey to do that. And so, kind of picking up where those other cards left off, you're investing in something, trying to see if it's going to work, and doing these things like traveling to make it happen, or, just spreading it far and wide, in a sense. If this is relationship related, really kind of going outside of your comfort zone. And that may mean the type of person that you're interested in. Maybe you've met somebody who is a fire sign, because this is fire energy. Aries, your opposite sign, Leo, Sagittarius. And we also have here an offer of love. Knight of Cups. This person can be very romantic if this is an individual. And this may feel much more appropriate for you compared to maybe somebody that was into drama, or maybe who had their own problems. This can also be receiving an offer that is, something that has a creative, part to it, a creative flavor to it. I'm trying to I almost feel like, hitting the side of my head to get my brain to work better. Like just has a creative angle or something like that. And even with the wands, that can be creativity. And, cups and wands, because they're about emotions in their own way. And for you, Libra, this may feel a lot more something that's up your alley, that really is part of who you are. You have a great appreciation for the arts, and so creativity is something that you value. But also there's a feeling here of independence, because I have as the outcome the Magician card. So this is a card of self-reliance, self-empowerment, the self. The Magician is connected to Aries. Maybe that's the actual person's sign. But it's about co-creation. So this is what we call co-creating with the universe. And why co-creation? Because, when people say you create your own reality, that's true to a certain extent, but there are other people who live here, and they do affect, the collective does affect everything. This is one of the reasons why it's very hard for psychics to make predictions, because all of us are contributing to our destiny. We all have our part to play, and we just all are influences together. And that's why it's a wild card. There are different timelines, there are different possibilities. And with the Magician card, this is about taking control. Well, I wouldn't say control. Taking the initiative, number one, to do what you can do in your sphere of influence. And knowing that you have the tools to make it happen. With the Seven of Pentacles, there is that idea of, okay, I've done this, I've done that, now when am I going to see the harvest? And sometimes you put fertilizers, sometimes you have to do other things as well. And then that just gets the plants going crazy. If it's kind of like taking a long time to grow, but it is about patience too. It's about, what I like about the Magician card is it's not thinking that something is happening to you, but really taking that first step and doing for self. And What else can I say about the Magician? Well, I just think that it's about being independent. And, you know, truth be told, a Librans are kind of wired to be really good at working with other people. So that might be something that you prefer. But sometimes there might be seasons in your life where you have to go it alone because you have something that you're trying to bring out, and it's your baby. It's what you came here to do, you know. So there's a lot of independence with that card. And then we have the Nine of Cups, which is a card of wish fulfillment, and this is getting that emotional satisfaction from what you're doing, and, you know, feeling like the cat that got the canary. Because I think in some cases the reason, you know, they say the eating grin on the person's face, the kind of smug expression. And I think, you know, to me, if somebody is smug, a lot of times it's because they feel this sense of, look at me now, you know, you thought you could break me, you thought that you had control over me, and I proved you wrong. So if that, yeah, I mean, that could be in the workplace too, though. I mean, if you are doing something for yourself and you broke away from a conflict in the workplace, then you would have this just as much as a controlling relationship, and feeling that sense of like, maybe meeting somebody who gets you emotionally but also gives you freedom. And that is something that, even though Librans are romantic, they need their space, like all air signs, like all fire signs. And so if you were with somebody who was controlling, for instance, and, you know, you just had to get out of that situation, this can be so much better. So anyway, I do like this, and I hope that those of you who are born in September, have a great birthday. And thanks for watching. If you would like a private reading, I'm promoting a full-length natal chart interpretation with transits for the next 12 months, which is kind of cool on your birthday time, to look at the themes of the next year, along with a full-length tarot reading for a special price. And I have other types of readings available. Just click on the link below, and thank you for watching once again. Take care. Bye.